Hello and namaste. Welcome to this 20-minute high octane yoga flow. Only do this practice if you want to leave in 20 minutes feeling absolutely revved up, full of energy, full of motivation, and feel like you've really done some awesome exercise. So if you feel like you've just been stuck at home for a while and you need a quick pick-me-up, let's jump straight into it. If you want to begin in Vajrasana, if you can't do Vajrasana, then just come into a cross-legged position for a moment. Take your hands onto your thighs for the first moment, and as always in every yoga class, close the eyes. Even if we're going to be shifting the energy upward in just a few seconds, please acknowledge that quiet, tranquil reservoir of ease that's underneath it all. And even as you get sweaty and play some of your edges in this next few minutes, remember to drop back into that sweetness and ease. Why don't you go ahead and take a breath into that right now. Fill your body with an open, easy spaciousness, and breathe out any staleness, heaviness that's ready to be released through this practice. Take one more breath in, fill your lungs, fill your brain, fill your cells with good energy. And exhale, just let go of the shoulders, body, hips, heels, all the way through the earth. When you're ready, open the eyes, and as you breathe in next time, slide the hands forward and lift the chest up. And as you exhale, go ahead and curl the spine, wrap the forehead in toward the belly. As you inhale, curl the spine upwards, liberate the chest, shoulders back. And as you exhale, find that ease and relaxation curling in. Nice. Next breath in, sweep the arms into the air. Look up. And as you exhale, bring the hands down through the center. Nice. As you breathe in next time, bring the arms into the air. And then go ahead and place the hands, palms up on the thighs with the thumb and forefinger together. Let's do one round of breath of fire to really start lifting your energy. A quick pulling in of the abdomen, forcing the air out of your nose. Just focus on the out breath. Let's take a little bit of breath into the belly and begin. Now exhale completely. And as you take the next breath in, sweep those arms into the air again. Look up. And as you exhale, make fists. Place the fists beside your thighs and lift the knees off the floor. Curl in. Hold for a breath in. Sweep the breath into your back. Hold as you exhale. Pick the knees up a little further in toward the chest. And then lower the knees down when you're ready. Circle the arms to the air one more time. And then go ahead and sweep the arms forward, out in front of you into hands and knees position. But bring the hands just a little further than normal and knees a little further back, tucking the toes. To begin, lift the chest, arching the spine. And as you exhale, go ahead and curl the back. Now as you create length on this next movement, take the right leg back behind you, looking forward. And as you exhale, curl the knee all the way into the chest. Just one more time, starting to focus your attention where the pose asks for it, right into the belly, curling in. Now on the next in-breath, take that leg out and go to a one-legged down dog. Continue the movement, tiger curl. Exhale, knee to the chest. And breathe and leg back up into the sky. Exhale, knee into the chest. Leg back up into the sky. Stepping that leg all the way through between the hands. And first movement, lower the back knee all the way to the floor. And inhale, sweep the arms to the sky. As you breathe out, allow the hips to soften, coming down. And we'll turn this flow into a more dynamic warrior sequence. Find a little back bend here in the low lunge, using the in-breath to gaze up. And then grow wings, exhale, arms back, chest forward. When you're ready, lift the arms, lift the hips as well into the air, high lunge. And then just land, hips toward the earth, arms reaching tall. Take a breath in, make a little back bend. As you exhale, arms go back, chest goes forward. Breathe in, arms up into the air. This time, support yourself, lowering the back knee down to the floor again. Hold the low lunge, lift the arms into the back bend. And then reverse that journey. Arms back, chest forward. Exhale, grow wings. As the arms lift the back knee off the floor. Strong lunge. And finish by just exhaling your way down through the hips and follow the last breath in, back bending high. Perfect. Lowering the arms all the way down onto the floor. Stay with this one-legged down dog. Right leg goes back into the air. And then go to a one-legged plank pose, coming forward. Pause there for a moment. Lift the back heel a little higher. Press through the arms. And then slowly lower yourself all the way down onto your abdomen. Land on the earth. Come into locust to begin this sequence. Hands back beside the hips and float everything up into the air. But peel the arms out to the sides, slowly releasing. And take your next breath in, arms all the way forward. And then hands come back under the shoulders. Tap your forehead toward the floor. Glide into cobra. Heart leads the way. And then just melt and sink and all the way down. Enjoy that moment of relaxation before you emerge out of the ocean, the wave of the breath. Plank, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Find that balance between good alignment, spreading the fingers, softening the shoulders, lengthening the spine, melting the heels. An easy, effortless breath. Once you create the outer form of the alignment, the breath fills the vessel of your body with a sweetness, the elixir of life. Feel it. One more breath. And then go ahead and lower the knees back down onto the floor. Sit back onto the heels, Vajrasana. Circle the arms to the sky. Reach on up. Lower the hands down into the middle of the chest. Reverse that journey. Arms to the ceiling. Hands come down around onto the thighs, thumb and forefinger together. Second round. Close the eyes, feel the belly, breath of fire. Exhale all the air from the lungs. As you take the next breath in, sweep the arms to the sky, look up. Make fists. Place the fists beside the knees. Lift the knees off the floor. And if you want to this time, the extra option is lift the feet off the floor as well. Lower yourself back down. Slide the arms forward when you're ready. Hands and knees. Hands a little further forward. Tuck the toes. Arch the back with a breath in. Curl the forehead in toward the belly, breathing out. Next breath in, left leg goes back, look forward. Exhale the knee all the way into the chest. Curl, wrap yourself in, breathe in, leg goes back. Lengthen your breath. Even though we're moving with dynamism and energy, go back to one-legged dog. Keep your breath smooth and even. That's the game in yoga. And when you next exhale, draw that left knee all the way into the chest. As you inhale, leg up to the sky. And knee all the way into the chest. Find that ease within the effort and that slowing down within the energy of the movement. Leg up. Stepping all the way forward between the hands. Sink the back knee to the earth. And use an inhalation to take the arms to the sky. Allow an exhale to just balance heaven and earth. Arms up, hips down. Little back bend on an inhale. And then arms back, chest forward, sink down and in. Breathe the arms up, lift the back knee like filling a balloon. Soften the hips a little bit. Lift the chest to the sky. Arrowheads, arms go back, chest goes forward. Follow the flow down to the earth, but support yourself up to the sky first with the arms. And then soften the back knee all the way down. Hug the legs in, find a back bend. And then the yin, the little forward fold, arms back, chest forward. Finish with the warrior, coming tall again. Find that effort, that drive, that motivation. And then lower the hands all the way down to the floor. Step back, one-legged plank, left leg leads. And then one-legged plank, sorry, I meant one-legged dog before. And then from one-legged plank, pause. Press through the arms, center your belly, lift the back heel. And lower your whole body down onto the mat. Locust again, arms go back. Lift with a breath in, everything high. Exhale, arms out to the side. As you breathe in, stretch forward. And as you breathe out, hands just a little wider than the shoulders. Tap the third eye and glide to cobra, breathing in. Melt the heart all the way back down to the floor. Let's add on to that sequence you just did for one more flow. Plank pose. Downward facing dog. Taking it up a little notch this time. Right leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, right leg to the sky. And then wrap the right knee around the right elbow. Breathe in, leg to the sky. Right knee to the left elbow. If you can, slide the leg out on the floor, sweep the left arm to the sky, fallen triangle. Squeeze the legs in a little. Slowly lower the hand to the floor, slide that leg back in, one more time to the sky, and then all the way through between the hands. High lunge warrior, just one time through this flow, then you add on, arms to the sky. Arrowheads. Keep breathing, breathing long and full, even though you're working hard, arms to the sky. Back knee finds the earth, hug the legs in, lift the heart a little. Arms go back, chest goes forward. Just one time here, lift the arms, strong, dynamic warrior. And then interlace the hands around on the back of the body, and optional, lean forward or warrior 3. When you're ready, step off. Perfect. Step the leg out to the back of the mat. Lower the hands down onto the floor. Keep your left hand down. Go to side plank, stacking the legs, sweeping the arm to the sky. Follow one more breath in here in your own time. Breathe in fully. And when you exhale, come down to chaturanga or all the way to the floor. Up dog or cobra, breath in. And then roll straight back to downward facing dog. Perfect. Stay on this leg for a moment. Right leg goes up into the sky. This time bend the knee, open the hip a little. Slow motion, do a floating pigeon pose. So bring the shin forward and hover and press through the arms, lift through the shin a little. And then dial that open again one time. Bring the leg around. And then sweep the leg forward and across, let it land down. And come down into pigeon. Even though we're doing a shorter practice here, I'd invite you just to use a simple breath technique to get the most out of a stretch in the minimal amount of time. So begin with this. Take a breath in for a count of 3 and breathe out for a slow count of 6. And continue that, and as you do that again, just really feel the sensation of the stretch where it's most intense for you, or most activated. And as you exhale for 6, just imagine like it's just released, like a mist or a vapor, or a color dissolving, or water running down a stormwater drain. However, you can just sense that dissolving of tension. And for one more breath, that long exhalation and that easy dissolving, lengthening, letting go, in any way that works for you now. Perfect. Come on up, bring the hands under the shoulders, step back to downward facing dog. And from downward dog, as a little interlude, drop the knees down onto the earth, slide back toward a camel pose, but instead of staying on the heel, circle upwards. And then bring the hands around, ideally onto the heels. You can tuck the toes or keep the feet flat and lean your way back and launch through the collarbones, breathing a joy, a smile, a lightness, and ease into your body. One full breath. Use your belly to support you to come out, ideally an exhalation. Back to downward facing dog, stretching all the way. 2 breaths here. Spread the fingers, lift the sitting bones, ground the heels. Enjoy your body, coming to life, feeling good. One more little flow here. Left leg to the sky. Breathe it up. Exhale, knee to chest. Breathe in, leg to the sky. Exhale to the outer left elbow. Inhale, leg to the sky. To the inner right elbow. And then if you can, fall in triangle. Reach around. Almost falling off the deck here as I do that. Lift the hips a little taller. Reach through the top fingers. Stay with it. With control, lower the hand. Like you're moving in slow motion or like zero gravity on the moon. Left leg goes up. And just float that leg all the way forward. Come up to high lunge, arms to the ceiling. Soften the hips just a little. Little back bend. Little forward bend. Arms to the sky, reach up. Kiss the back knee all the way down to the floor. Just one time. Look up on the in-breath. Arrowheads on the out-breath. With strength and control all the way back to high warrior. Interlace fingers around on the lower back. And then optional, just lean forward or warrior 3, step off. Send the leg out to the back of the mat. Bring the hands down. Stay on the right hand, side plank. Sweep the arm to the sky. Lift the inner hip a little bit if it's flagging down, getting tired, and potentially look up, directing your energy to soar with that breath. Slowly bring the hand down, lower yourself through chaturanga or to the earth, up dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. And then from the yang of all of that to a little yin, take the left leg to the air again, bend the knee, open the hip, and come into that floating pigeon pose. Just hover the shin forward. One more in-breath, dial the leg around. Come forward into pigeon pose proper. You can receive the delights of your practice to this point. Closing eyes, melting in, letting go. Last time we worked with that longer length exhalation, and that could work for you. But as this practice is coming toward a close, I'd encourage you to do something different that not a lot of yogis talk about, and that's to practice very soft breathing. So just almost feel like you float almost away from it all for a moment, and you're just watching now from a distant perspective, that very soft belly, barely breathing. And the gentle touch in the nostrils, almost like there's a little space between the breaths, and maybe that space just gets a fraction longer. And you can enjoy the sensation of just watching how your nervous system takes you deeper into this stretch, but basically doing nothing, just being in that changing of gears, the slowing of the tide, like time melting away. How quick you can find that state. So when you're ready, come on around, slide the back leg forward, and let us finish together just in a seated pose with the palms facing up, eyes closed down. And we'll repeat that breath practice, the two of them we did in Pigeon, just to close this class. These little beautiful switches in the breath that change everything. So take a slow breath in with me for a count of 3. And just pause with the breath held in. And then breathe out for a count of 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And do that again, breathing in for 3. Pause. And breathe out slowly for 6. And imagine that you just leave your body here breathing and you kind of just float off so you can just observe this body and how soft that breath is becoming in your belly. How gentle it feels in the nostrils. You may even notice that little space between breaths as you allow your whole system to switch from doing to being quickly. This is the art of good yoga. Turning on, turning off, being engaged and disengaging. And maybe for many short moments throughout this day, you could just remember to be fully present, fully on, and then just learn how to step back, sort of float out of it all for a moment. Soften that belly, find the space between the breaths, and grant yourself many short moments where you just hold the world as it's happening without imposing yourself on it. When you're ready, you might bring the hands to the center of the chest, and with much gratitude, thanks for sharing this short, high-octane, 20-minute yoga practice. Hope you're feeling great. Go and have a wonderful day. Namaste.